Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hashtag my global family. Yeah. Happy Tuesday, family. Happy Tuesday. This coyote is ready to take over the world. How about you, family? How about you? I have kept up 110 pounds, family, since 2017. I was dying at 35, and at 41, I am a real life Isleta Pueblo superhero. I have been in training, family, for the past 7 months. I now train and compete in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu tournaments. Isn't that cool? I get to go from huffing and puffing and unable to walk through up a couple flights of stairs, family. Literally had eye damage, kidney damage, nerve damage, and now I'm something of a badass. I am also excited and incredibly honored and proud to be announcing the launch of this Coyotes academic coaching services for students of all ages, family. I take on K-12. I'm a former K-12 high school teacher turned researcher academic. I have been teaching for the last 10 years in higher education. Shout out to my Brookline nursing students. You are changing the world and saving lives. And huge shout out and love to my New Mexico Highland School of Social Work students. You got the power, family. We have the power to transform this world. So, family, I am a little too radical. I am a little too brutally honest. And I'm a little too medical marijuana, trauma focused, race focused, whiteness focused for academia. But you know what, family? That's okay. I have been mourning lost dreams. Let's be honest. I honestly, even though I knew that they didn't love me, even though I knew I was too radical for academia, I still harbored hope. I harbored hope that I was going to be able to get a job there because that's what I've been working towards for the last 10 years. But the conference last week became abundantly clear, family. They love me. I am shiny, and you know I'm on a mission to transform my ancestors. But I am a little too radical for them. But that's okay, family, because now I am going to focus my time on you. My global family, you have my complete attention. I will be working on academic coaching for students of all ages, as well as live coaching for those people who feel like they need their very own cheerperson. Just saying, family, who doesn't need someone in their court? Be you child, be you elder, be you youth, be you badass community leader yourself. Every once in a while, family, you need someone on your side. So call this coyote and look up my amazing services. I'm going to be revamping my website, family. There's so much to do when you're raising a business. Websites, contracts, social media campaigns. I'm putting together a whole bunch of resources for you, family. I am proud and excited about this adventure. My family is too. They're like, all right, go do it. So yeah, family together with support, love, and resources. Word. Money always matters, family. I hate to say it, but yes, we need to figure out how to make sure our families are secure by earning our worth. And this coyote needs to put value on my own time, family. I have been working for free for 41 years. Just kidding. Wasn't working as a child. But you know what I mean. All right, are you ready? Today is different, family. Instead of chair yoga, we're going to the floor. We're going to the floor. We're going to the floor. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, family. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're gonna do floor yoga for elders. I mean, floor yoga for anyone. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is chair yoga for elders. Don't forget, family, I'm also, in addition to being an Ivy League graduate, a published author, a researcher, an activist, and a revolutionary, excuse me, I am also a medical marijuana advocate, researcher, and outspoken user, family. Because that medicine saved my life. I have PTSD and crippling anxiety attacks. I know, family, I look like I could take on the world, and I do every day. But that doesn't mean I don't have PTSD, and that doesn't mean that I don't need extra love, and I'm not subjected to depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. So, family, I am right there with you, but I am here to prove that people with disabilities do not deserve to be thrown away by society. We are amazing, we are powerful, and we have something to contribute to this world. So, family, ain't nothing we can do with the support and love of each other. All right, let's get started. So, we are going on the floor. We're going to the floor, family. We're going to the floor. So, let's get ready and see what happens.
I'm Adriene, and today we have a little goes a long way yoga practice for you. If you're new to yoga, this might be a great practice for you to delve in and just kind of get a foundation for focusing on sensation over shape, which is important. If you're a regular member of the Yoga with Adriene community, then chances are you've heard me say it before, a little goes a long way. And if you've practiced even just a little bit, I'm sure you'll agree. So let's hop on the mat, check in with where we're at.
Does anyone know how to make me as big as what we're watching? Just wondering. Drop me a line if you know. Let's do this together, family.
Alrighty, let's begin in a nice, comfortable seat. Depending on where you're at today, you could even start this part on your couch or in a chair. So try and find a place where you can get comfortable, because we're going to start with some pranayama, some breath work.
Oh yeah.
Breath practice. And this can be a little tricky, especially if you're new to the practice. Because I think a lot of times people don't consider or know or haven't experienced that the breath practice is as challenging sometimes as the asana practice. They are part of one physical practice, the physical branch of yoga. So if it's hard for you to settle in, I guess I'm just saying you're not alone. Let's give it a try, because with the breath, we can really change our game. So the theme of today is a little goes a long way, and just taking, we know this, right? Intrinsically, intuitively, taking one deep breath at a certain point in your day, whether it's in traffic or when you're dealing with someone or, can absolutely support you in that moment, can totally be a game changer. So that said, come into your comfy seat and sit up nice and tall. And then just allow your energy to kind of land here, and maybe put the hands wherever feels good. So be really mindful about where you are placing the hands, just as a way of spreading a little awareness out. Spread awareness out to all parts of the body, sit up nice and tall, and we're not going to do anything in particular today, so nothing fancy, just a couple moments of deep breathing, right? So no fancy pranayama, just really conscious, full deep breaths. So we'll do about 10 of them, but don't worry about the number count. Just close your eyes, I'll breathe with you. Keep lifting up through the crown of the head, sit up nice and tall. And then after about 10 or so breaths, I'll cue us. So you can kind of trust the video, trust me, trust yourself, and close your eyes. Here we go, sit up nice and tall. And we'll begin to deepen the breath. So big conscious breath in. Mindful release as you exhale out. And see if you can slow your breath down a bit. Make the inhalations a little bit longer and smoother, and same for the exhalations. And then notice where your thoughts have gone, where the mind goes, and just notice that, acknowledge that, and then come on back to the breath practice. We're breathing deep here, deep breathing. And on your next inhale, imagine the breath coming in through the nose and traveling down. So the direction of the breath is down as you inhale. And then it does this kind of sweet little somersault and then comes up as you exhale. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, breathing down. And then exhale. Breath travels up and out through the nose. Great. Bat the eyelashes open, loop the shoulders, and we'll let that go. So it doesn't mean we're going to stop the conscious breathing, but we're going to kind of let the movement and the breath become one. When two become one. That Spice Girls. So big looping of the shoulders. If you are on your couch or in a chair now, go ahead and come onto the ground. Maybe you have a yoga mat, maybe just onto the floor. We'll come into a nice, comfortable seat. So keep conscious breath going, whatever that means to you. Keep coming back to a nice deep inhale, nice long exhale whenever you can. Little goes a long way there. Sit up nice and tall. We'll take the left hand, just spread it super wide, rotate the left wrist, and then go ahead and place it on the ground and inhale, reach the right fingertips up and overhead. Side body stretch, so good. A little goes a long way here, so find a little movement. Whether it's gentle pulsing, maybe it's opening the chest up towards the sky, and then rounding it down to the ground, checking in with the shoulder. Find your deep breath here. And then come back to center. Ooh, I do declare. And then right hand, spread the palms super wide or rotate the wrist. So this is great if you sit at a desk. We're just kind of opening up through the hands, the wrists, and then side body. Uncrumbling. Great for lower back pain too. Remember, it's all connected. Find movement that feels good here. See if you can keep up with a conscious breath. Great, then come back to center and send your legs out long. I'm a little sore. Firming down through the tops of the thighs, nothing fancy here. Reach the fingertips up as you breathe in, and then forward fold as you breathe out. So even if you only land here, you're great. Way to be where you're at today. You need to breathe into the back body, stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, so don't feel like you need to push it to any certain shape here. Focus on the sensation over the shape. So find your version of this here, and then connect to your breath. So this is also good standing. If this is too tricky, you can do a standing forward fold instead of a seated forward fold. And that one you can do anytime, anywhere. Just be careful when you do it in the shower so you don't slip.
I know, right?
Wherever you are, whether you're seated or standing here, forward fold, allow the weight of the head to relax and release down. This is an awesome pose to check in with daily, not just for the muscles of the body, but for the nervous system, for the mental aspect to your practice. Then connect to your sitting bones. If you're seated, if you're standing, connect to the soles of your feet, all four corners. And everyone tuck the chin into the chest and roll it up. Great. Just in case you took me up on the standing, come on back down to seated. And just nice and easy, we're going to take the right foot into the left palm. So start here. Be super mindful here, especially in these little yoga breaks. You can never be too mindful because it's always kind of in those unthoughtful moments that you end up kind of tweaking something or anything, if ever. So it's usually not in the actual yoga practice, at least with my community of friends, where people get injured. It's always kind of in the moments in between. So stay present. And we're going to come to a little rocking of the cradle of the leg and the foot. Okay. Sorry. Right hand comes to the outer edge of the right knee. And this will be a little different for everyone. If you're like, I can't grab my foot, no worries. Just grab your calf here. And so what, again, we're focusing on is the sensation over the shape. So unfortunately, I mean, I don't want to be negative, but unfortunately we see a lot of instructors just kind of slamming into the shape because it's in their body, and then it's hard to decipher what it is for us. So it could be this for you. It may not be this. Okay, on the same token, if you need a deeper stretch, go ahead and bring that right foot into the crease of the elbow, the left arm, you can come here. So we're here, we're here, we're here. And we're imagining the ball and socket joint here on the right, in the right hip. And we're breathing and we're doing our best to sit up nice and tall. So all of these things are great things we can do as a sequence, or great things that we can do on their own. For instance, this is a great thing to do. All of these things actually so far are really great to do while you're watching TV. So after this video, if you're watching this on your big screen, you can pop on an episode of your favorite. See, if I had a TV show, I could send you to my TV show right now. Just kidding. Kelsey, we're working on a TV show. That'd be fun. But I want all the community to be in it. Travel around and visit the community. Yes, take your right foot, cross it over. Nice twist here. We're gonna hug the right knee with the left elbow. Roll up through the spine. Swim the right fingertips behind, and boom. Find what feels good here. Maybe point and flex through the extended leg. So I wanted to mention, it can be this twist or it could be any twist. A little goes a long way with the twist. Recline twist. You always want to find that deep breath in a twist to get the full benefits.
Me stretching back a tiny bit actually makes me feel
No,
a little
release
better.
and switch on the other side. Switch to the other side. Bend the left knee. Rock the cradle. So it's a practice, you know, yoga asana, we're taught shapes. I mean, that's the physical practice. So take it upon yourself with your home practice. And I think that's what's cool about Yoga with Adriene too, because this will just help you when you go to your public class to focus on sensation over shape. And then you'll want to come back to your mat. You're going to want to take these little yoga breaks every day. And then you stop comparing yourself to other people too. At least I have, or I try, because I'm like, when you really focus on what feels good for you, it kind of really doesn't matter what other people are doing. I mean, you can be inspired by someone, but this video turned into a yoga lecture by Adriene. Okay. So after you've moved around a little bit here, go ahead and cross it over into your twist. Notice if you're kind of leaning back here. Notice if you've lost connection between your feet. Reconnect. Great. And then we release. Cross the ankles, come to all fours. We have 2 more things to do. So you know your cat-cow, so I'm not going to do that one because I feel like everyone really knows that anyway. And you can insert that here as a freestyle. We're going to bring the knees super wide, big toes to touch. If you come to my public classes, I rarely do not do this next little ditty because I feel like we're constantly here with the head, neck forward, here,
I can stretch my
here,
toes,
all the time.
Jiu-jitsu, your toes are
So this is great little neck and upper back body hygiene. Here we go. Inhale, reach the right fingertips forward. Find that length, that stretch in the right side body, and then try to maintain that as you thread the needle. So right fingertips in and underneath the bridge of the left arm, and we come to rest on the right ear, outer edge of the right shoulder. Keep a connection with your big toes, and the knees are wide so that we can find this awesome rock in the pelvis here. And then breathe into the upper back body and stay connected through your hands. So you can really use this left hand to press away from the earth here, either by bending the elbow or finding extension. You might also like to bring it all the way up or even around, hand on the sacrum or to twist. You know what to do here. Listen to your body. Big, deep, conscious breaths. And then play with that directional breath. Inhale, it travels down
I got thrown like 3 weeks
into the
ago.
belly, and exhale up and out.
Figuring it out.
And slowly release, press into your foundation to come back again. Pay attention to the mindful moments in between. And the same thing on the other side. Left fingertip stretch. Try to maintain. So sometimes we just come into it from here. I have all this collapse in the side body. So this little bit of consciousness in the side body goes a long way as we thread the needle. Left fingertips underneath the bridge of the right arm. And same thing, try to stay connected to your toes. Find what feels good with the right arm and breathe. If it's too much, don't worry about it, but otherwise maybe you play with that directional breath, inhaling, filling the belly with air, and then exhaling, imagining the breath traveling up and out the nose or the mouth. Sweet, one more breath. And beautiful release. I always love my view from here. Like, it depends where I'm at and which day, but today's really pretty. Okay, coming back to seated. You can also do this one standing. If you've done a Yoga with Adriene video, you've probably done this before. I'm actually gonna come to my knees. Neck circles. Not 1980s neck circles, as fun as they are. Okay, we're putting, this is what we say in kids yoga, but it works. We're putting a little marker here. You can choose your color. Or if you're sophisticated and modern, you can put a little charcoal pencil on the tip of the nose. And we're starting with small circles today. So small, tiny, tiny circles. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. So sit up tall or stand tall. And then allow your circles to grow larger. And you really need to kind of drop what you look like here and really focus on the sensation here to find that yummy spot. I'm a great example of that. Sometimes I'm just like in public, like, oh. And then allow the circles to grow larger. So we start at like button size and then we move to like full dinner plate size. And you can move through like saucer, salad plate, dinner plate. And then reverse your circle. Check in with your breath. And then if you find a catch, you might rock a little bit in that place. You might notice that the shoulders have started to creep up out of just our habitual self. And so relax your shoulders. And then bring it back to center. Draw the palms together. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okie doke, my friends. So that was a little goes a long way. I encourage you, a little friendly invitation to try this once a day for a week. And I think the big idea here is that you make sure to take time for yourself and that you don't always need a big, fancy, sweaty yoga practice to do that. Sometimes just a little bit goes a long way. So it's just doing one pose or one little ditty from.
Thank you, Adriene. How are you feeling, family? Whew. I feel good. I feel good. I have not, full disclosure, family, done floor yoga with you in a while, right? It's been months. OMG. I'm sorry, family. I was going crazy, crazy, crazy during the beginning of the semester. I was fighting my case at UNM, right? Someone had attacked me and lied about me. So I was defending my honor for the first, I don't know, month and a half of fall term. And then I had my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, first ever Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, family. Totally got creamed. And then I went to a conference and did two panels, family, introducing my original critical race whiteness indigenous based framework, Walking as Coyote, that I have been using all 2 years. I've been using for a while. And I also did a presentation on the gaslighting of US Empire, family, including deconstructing normalcy, disability, academia. I let it have it. I will be debuting those videos probably next week, family. So every single day, I'm going to be giving you brand new content. I'm going to be talking about warrior advocacy, family, which is also another service I'll be providing under the consulting group, not part of life coaching or academic coaching. My warrior advocacy and my medical marijuana research and trauma-based research is still going to remain intact. It's just not going to be under the other services that I currently provide. Don't forget, family, in addition to being an Ivy League graduate, a published author, a researcher, a PhD candidate, soon to be Dr. Dre in May, family, I am also a spiritual leader. Yes, I'm a spiritual leader. I am what the archetype would call a warrior priest, right? I'm not an actual priest, family. I am a pastor, former pastor in effort to colonize. I am trying to incorporate my indigenous life wherever I am, in whatever space I am. So instead of pastor, which I still use because, let's be honest, family, my white family knows what that word means and it makes them feel comfortable. And that's okay because I am here to create global family. I will use words that I will critique and that will make people feel comfortable, and they will come to me, says Gammy, to find out what this coyote is all about. So I am just now Coyote of Coyote's Lodge, House of Spirituality, Critical Race Theory, Medical Marijuana. Our services are weekly, family, starting up this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, family, nourish your spiritual self with me through our daily prayer, which I do provide after every yoga session, as well as an extra one for the day. This week's theme, family, is the superpower of transformation, and today's prayer goes along with our theme. I've been thinking, family, as I mourn the lost place that I thought I had in academia, right? I am too radical, I am too opinionated, I'm too brutally honest. And that's okay, because that frees me up to do the work in the community that needs to be done. So as I mourn my dream, right? My parents' dream, my grandma's dream, to be a professor meant something. And I am a professor. I taught in academia for 10 years, and my students see me as Professor Beta. And no white institution can take that pride from me, or the role that I've played in countless lives over my 15 years as a community organizer. But it's still a loss. I still am processing that I will never be hired by the institutions that I rally against because they dehumanize my students. And that's okay, family. That's okay. There needs to be us revolutionaries working outside the systems to push them to do the right thing, to do the moral thing, to do the humanizing thing. So as I let go of my grandparents' dream of being a professor, I embrace new opportunities. I mourn the loss while looking forward to the future with hope. And that is the theme for today's prayer, family. I would like for you to join me in mourning our losses, but letting go of the pain, letting go of the suffering. For me, it was a dream, what I thought I would do with the rest of my life. But for many of our family around the world, their loss is personal in that they've lost family members and loved ones, because COVID is still greatly affecting all of our lives. So family, join me in mourning our losses, giving thanksgiving to the people around us who are lifting us up during all of our incredibly difficult moments called life. This is your daily reminder, family, that if everything is not okay right now, it is not you, it's COVID, it's white supremacy, it's capitalism, it is the fact that this empire is built on stolen Native American land, the commodification of Black and brown bodies, and it continues to re-traumatize us even today. So, family, as we face a jobbing crisis, an economic crisis, and a housing crisis, please know that if you are unwell, it is not you. Please take time for self care and find those pockets of love and security that we all need because we are human beings. Gammy, it's your favorite trickster coyote grandchild. I am here with our global family. And today, Gammy, it is about new beginnings. It is about the superpower of mourning our losses and feeling deeply and processing it to start the healing. We need to start our healing journey, family. And that only starts by us acknowledging the trauma, the pain, the suffering, what is affecting us now. We need to look it in the face and we need to say, you are affecting me. I see you, but I will not let you control me. I will mourn you. Sadness is very, very powerful, family. When you are sad, as a person who struggles with anxiety and depression and PTSD, who has regular panic attacks, sadness can be overwhelming. So today's prayer, Gammy, is to help lift that sadness from our hearts as we mourn losses, whether they be life, whether they be opportunity, whatever it may be, Gammy. Please help us to mourn and to thereby also find hope in the aftermath. Gammy, you are my first example of a warrior woman. My Gammy took no shit from no one. I'll be honest, family, she was a little scary. I'd say top 5 scariest women on the res. She was amazing though, and she always advocated for her children. So Gammy, today, as our global family mourns our losses from around the world, even though we have different intersectionalities and positionalities in life, access to resources are hugely different, Gammy. But we all have the same dream of providing safety and security for our families, of maybe helping the next generation rise a little above what we had. As we continue to fight for our dream in an ever-changing world with the myth of modernity blaming us for our own failures, instead of looking accurately at what's actually happening to us, Gammy, give us a courageous heart and a brave spirit as we continue to do honor to your name. May you rest in peace, Gammy. I love you. And I'm off to cause trouble. Excuse me, Gammy. When I talk about my grandparents' family, I tend to cry a lot. And that's okay, because they were the most important people and they were the matriarch and patriarch of our family. And they created the foundation that allowed me to be enveloped in love, that allowed for my family to, when I desperately need them, to rally around me and save my life. Papa, it's your favorite trickster coyote grandchild. Today, Papa, we think of the ones we've lost, the opportunities, the jobs, our loved ones who are no longer here with us. But we know that you're listening and that you're watching over us. So, Papa, send us your blessings. Just like you made Sunday dinner and you made breakfast for this little coyote. You made sure that I was safe and that I felt heard and listened to. May all of our global family from around the world have that same opportunity, Papa. May they also find someone who will love them, lift them up, and listen to them when they need it most. I love you, Papa. May you rest in peace. And to my great-great-grandfather, Pablo Beta, true revolutionary and Isleta Pueblo statesman. He wrangled with president's family and he got 28,000 acres of our land back. He showed what indigenous voice and advocacy could do. As we continue to do honor to your name, Papa, and beat our heads against these giant institutions and moneyed power, allow us to be brave, allow us to be fierce, and allow us to make the change we need in the world. And to all of our aunties, uncles, gammies, papas, our relatives, everyone who has gone before us, those we have adopted in our hearts, and those who are related to us by blood. Please look kindly upon your people as we continue to mourn our losses, but as we start the healing process to embrace our bright futures with love, hope, and always dignity and respect. I love you, ancestors, and may you all rest in peace. Family, how are you feeling? This coyote is ready to tackle the world. I love you all. Don't forget, if you need help, don't forget to reach out to your family, friends, and loved ones. And this coyote is always a DM away. I'm off to cause trouble somewhere else, family. Have a great Tuesday.